Today I want to talk to you about the benefits of fasting. You know that I'm always posting about new courses coming up, and I also want to mention who would benefit from considering shorter or regular or longer fasts. There's been so much information and there's been so much confusion around fasting, and yet it's one of those miracle tools that I think everybody, at least all adults and grown-ups, should consider at some point. But let's just look at those of you who should definitely consider introducing fasting as part of your lifestyle. If you've been diagnosed with insulin resistance, or if you are a type 2 diabetic, then the low carb lifestyle that includes regular, shorter and longer fasts would be extremely beneficial for you. So those are individuals that I feel should absolutely introduce this kind of tool ASAP. If you are overweight and struggling to shift weight, whether or not you've been diagnosed with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes, you should definitely also consider this kind of approach. So lower carb intake overall, and then introducing fasting. There are, of course, guidelines for women who still have menstrual cycles, or who should consider certain times of the month where fasting is not really an option, or it's going to be difficult to fast. But there we adapt and we adjust as per Dr. Mindy Pelz's guidelines. So we've got people with insulin resistance, type 2 diabetics, people who can't shift weight. If you are inflamed, if you have inflammation, sore muscles, sore joints, arthritis, osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, or any other inflammatory condition, then this low carb, more keto approach with regular fasting can certainly be supportive to help your body to heal. If you have poor energy, digestive problems, brain fog, feeling like you can't focus, and especially if you are currently overeating carbs and sugars, grains, bread, pastas, those kind of things, a change in your diet and starting to include regular fasts would be so beneficial and help to really clear up a lot of those conditions as well. I've also noticed over the years that people who struggle with migraines, congestion, regular sinus sufferers, generally also there would be a digestive concern happening at the same time, feel that their symptoms really reduce and improve a lot when they change what they eat. So of course there's the assumption that fasting is a starvation of sorts. No, fasting is a choice. Starvation is usually not by choice. And yes, if you have a lot of food noise around what to eat, what not to eat, then getting clear with a good meal plan where there are certain guidelines of foods that are allowed. I like to use the traffic light system of a green list, an orange list, and then the red list. The red list is foods that generally nobody really should consume, or very seldom. Then one can start to really make these changes. And even if you don't start with a fast of, say, a 16 hours of no eating and then 8 hours of eating window, at least your body can start to repair and heal, because you're not including the inflammatory foods. All the grains, the gluten, the bread, the pasta, the seed oils like canola oil and sunflower oil, all the sugars, all the processed foods are so inflammatory that even if you're just thinking about preventing diabetes, preventing obesity, preventing kidney disease, preventing cognitive decline, if you want your brain to stay sharp, then the keto approach with regular fast is definitely the way to go, because we know that blood sugar management impacts so much on your brain health long term. So I find that brain health, focus, and clarity improves so much when we start to eliminate certain foods, and then with each fast it just feels like you get clearer and clearer and clearer. So these are just some of the basic conditions that I feel would benefit from the kind of a fasting introduction, or what I teach in my course, and I hope you found that helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Emma Mentel. I'm a health practitioner, and thank you for your subscriptions, your feedback, and your comments. I appreciate that.